It's time for some late night OU. The DLC just dropped on Showdown, and I've been waiting all day. And it's time to get started. So we're going to be playing some OU for the first time in a very long time on the channel. And it looks like our opponent has loaded up a little bit of hail and a little bit of everything else. Pretty scary team. Just to catch you guys up in case you're not aware, Torterra now gets Shell Smash, so it's an offensive threat more so than a defensive one. Excalibur gets Scale Shot. Combine that with Ninetales Aurora Veil, giving it healing with Ice Body, and just generally being annoying. This could be a very problematic team. Now, I have Quaquaval, which does do decently against my opponent if I can get a couple of boosts off. And I don't want to lead off with my Quaquaval if they decide to lead off with Ninetales. I think I want to lead off with Corviknight. And then I'll U-turn out because I thought they might do that. So now, at this point, what I don't want is for them to go into Excalibur. Something that keeps them from doing that. I don't really have anything that keeps them from doing that. But we do not outspeed this, but we do resist its Moonblast, so they can do whatever they want. I'm just going to Psychic here. I guess technically this allows Golden Go to come out. Maybe Munkidori, instead of having Focus Blast, should have Shadow Ball. It's hard to know. Munkidori's got some really interesting things going for it. Like, I think the Choice Scarf set could be pretty good on Munkidori. They actually just go raw into Samurott, which I will respect that play. But at the same time, I don't know. This is my physically defensive Mon. They're obviously going to Ceaseless Edge here. I'm going to U-turn again. They actually have Taunt, which is sort of surprising. This can let me get in Quaquaval safely. And here we always Aqua Step. I don't think you ever should hit this behind a sub when it can't threaten you very much. Now they could fear me to have Rapid Spin because Quaquaval does get Rapid Spin. Most of them don't run it because you need other things on there. I'm just going to click Knockoff right now. Obviously not going to do that much, but it's going to do a bit. And now, question is, what do I want to sack? I don't think I want to sack this, because it does really well against their team. I think I'm going to sack the Munkidori, because it doesn't do that much. Right now you have to wonder, why did I go out into this? I'm going to click Psychic again. As I actually get to proc my Berry, but it wasn't for this specifically. I'm going to Psychic again, just so we can get some more damage on them. And then at this point, I can go into my Great Tusk. You won't know that I'm Choice Scarf on this particular set. It could always Terra Flying, I suppose. And I do naturally outspeed Max Speed Golden Go. But here, I'm going to actually naturally outspeed the Ninetales. Now, this does allow the Torterra to set up. But because they are not, they're not White Herb, they're going to be -1 defense. I didn't know that they weren't going to be what? I didn't know that they weren't going to be White Herb. I just had to hope that they wouldn't be. I'm very surprised that that's the play they decided to go for there. Once again, my opponent has nothing for Headlong Rush, except for if this is Terra Flying. And now that the snow is gone, Excalibur won't even get the defense boost. I will accept they're going for Terra Water. I think that that wasn't the worst play my opponent could make. You do really just need to get this gone. Now the problem is who do I try to kill this with? I want to keep the Quaquaval for the Excalibur specifically. I think I'm going to actually click the Sword Stance here. This is loaded dice. And the Golden Go is not boosted. This is, I think, my best chance I have to get the Scale Shot boost off and get my Speed Raise. I don't actually know if I needed my Speed Raise, to be honest. Maybe it's not even a good idea. But that's the play we went for. Alright, they can go for Aqua Jet if they want, but that's not a problem. I'm actually really surprised they're not going into Baxcalibur. I know this probably has Mach Punch, but it's not going to kill. I guess they don't have Ice Shard on their Baxcalibur, is the problem. And they know I can kill them with Scale Shot. That must be what happened there. Alright, so Garchomp showing in game 1 that it's really scary. And me being glad that I have this Corviknight, because otherwise that Torterra could have been a problem. But Corviknight, unless it's Terra Fire or Terra Electric, Corviknight's not going to care at all about Torterra. So you've got to have a good offensive Terra if you're going to run it in this tier. Alright, sprites haven't been updated. You know, some of these sprites like Great Tusk, the fact that that hasn't been updated is ridiculous. But day 1, the fact that Ursaluna Blood Moon doesn't even have a sprite, I'm not too fussed about that. I'd rather they just get these out as they can. But this apparently is Ursaluna. Ursaluna is a special attacker, and it's an interesting one. I don't know how good it is. And the rest of their mons are basically the same, standard. Once again, Baxcalibur, and the rest of these, I don't remember what they got that really matters. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna lead with Munkidori to get this battle started. And I can just quick Focus Blast here. My opponent may be enticed to stay in because I am weak to ground. They actually went for Hyper Voice and had a Throat Spray. I'm going to go for Psychic here because they made Terra. I just want to get guaranteed damage off. As we actually see the Toxic Chain ability proc, which is pretty cool. Whatever that's worth. I don't think it's worth much, but it is worth something. I'm going to go for the Aqua Step here. There's no reason to lower my defense, and that'll just kill this. If they decide to go Corviknight, that's fine by me. That allows me to go into my Garchomp as they turn out, get a bit of chip on it. I'm Terra Dragon on this set. I don't know if I like that in a metagame where Baxcalibur is around. I think that maybe that's not the greatest. I can just Earthquake this. They may just be trying to sack it, I don't know. But there's no way I'm going to Swords Dance up on that. Alright, here... I don't know what they're trying to go for, but I've got to attack because I believe they have Ice Punch. So if they Terra Flying or something, that could be an issue. But if not, then they'll just Earthquake, and that's fine. I will take that trade. So Ice Punch kills me, but they didn't Terra. That's fine. We can go Quaquaval. I think this time I will close combat in case they decide to go back into their Corviknight. If they go into Skeledirge, that's not the end of the world. Even though I do have most physical attackers in the back. I wouldn't really appreciate that. I'm leftovers on this set, which makes it a little more passive, but I think that's okay. I want to see... Fortunately... you Swords Dance, sure, why not? Against Corviknight. You physically defensive. At +3... Close combat is 80 to 90 something percent. And Brave Bird does almost one-shot me, but actually I'm not even, I forgot I'm not Swords Dance on this one. I think that actually might be a roll, so I'm going to keep going for it. If they want to stay in and play that game, you know, that's fine by me because now that's gone. At this point, I'm going to go into Great Tusk, as I can just go for the close combat. I think you should always switch here. They have preserved their Terror. I could have always outsped them unless they were going for the speed tie. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go Corviknight here. I'm going to U-turn. U-turn will break their multi-scale. Or not. So maybe that wasn't the greatest play. As they are not faster than I am. So that is a problem for them. So now I can go into my Corviknight and just click Brave Bird, whole bunch. Wonder if this can touch Corviknight. Probably can. Man, what a weird set. It's bulky Dragonite with Roost, DD. Just gonna go and Terrified close combat, I guess. If they kill me, they kill me, and there's nothing I can do about it, right? But they're gonna kill me one way or the other, and I'm not Terra Ghost on this. So we'll just forfeit there. No need to play that out. So the problem with being Choice Scarf there, even though the Choice Scarf I think is going to be really valuable in the metagame, is that I was locked in and I wasn't able to respond to their Terra. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to set up that far. Alright, this Mon is Rock Ogerpon. Ogerpon, or Ogerpon I guess, is a weird Pokemon because it has Sturdy as an offensive Pokemon. I don't really like that, but it's fine. It's acceptable. Infernape is a problem, and Manaphy is a problem. I'm going to lead off with Great Tusk. Because if this is Choice Scarfed, then they can do something. If it is not Choice Scarfed, then they might die. They are Focus Sash. Okay. Focus Sash is fine, I think. Just gonna Aqua Step here. I don't actually know how much Grass Knot does to me, but they might fear me to be Aqua Jet as they do. I'm gonna click Knock Off here, just to put the Fear of God into them a bit. No close combat. Reason being is the Golden Go, I didn't want to have to play a mind game with them, so that's fine. I wonder if they are Vacuum Wave on this. That'd be interesting. I don't think I want to sack this if they are Vacuum Wave. They are, so a good scout on my part. At this point, I will just click the Thunderbolt. I don't think you ever go into Mamoswine on this, as they do go Golden Go, which is why I Thunderbolted. And now, I do want to save this as well. You know, Munkidori has not been doing anything for me. I don't know if it's just matchup, or if it's the items I've got. I'm going to go Garchomp here. Garchomp struggles against Mandibuzz, as they obviously recognize that. Here we're going to go Iron Valiant. I think we forced a foul play there. I think that was a pretty decent Terra on my opponent's part. Here I will just Moonblast, as they do go Golden Go. Good job, my opponent. And once again, Garchomp. But now the problem is that because they have Terastallized, they are weak to Earthquake. And so they cannot switch in freely with the Mandibuzz. That is the one problem. If this is Choice Scarf, which we haven't seen, then they will kill me. So that is a thing we have to be concerned with. I'm gonna go Quaquaval here, and I'm going to Aqua Step with Terra Dark. I think I should live. I just barely live. Holy cow. Okay. And now I will click the Aqua Step again. They go Mandibuzz. And it did 31%, man. That is so much damage. The Golden Go, I don't think, can switch into another Thunderbolt. Probably. I don't even know if I should save this. That Ogerpon is max speed, which it probably is. Then it's not like this outspeeds anything, except for the Mamoswine, which has Ice Shard. So actually, I think I'm just going to stay in here. No reason to switch out. They actually go for Foul Play, which is great for me. Here I can go into Munkidori. I need to save Iron Valiant for the end game. And here I pressure them with a Sludge Bomb. They don't actually care about that. But now I believe they should be in range. Not Corviknight. We need Golden Go, Choice Scarf, against Iron Valiant. Oh, you mixed, sure. Thunderbolt is 32%, so they can't switch in on Thunderbolt. Except for, I guess, with their Mamoswine. I'll just Thunderbolt there. Now they could go Golden Go here. I'm going to just go Corviknight. They do Shadow Ball. That's a good play on their part. I'm going to U-turn here. Back into Iron Valiant. And if I live, that's great. If not, then I die. Yeah, okay. Alright. Somebody else who decided to rock up with all new Pokemon. That's great by me. Unfortunately, they are rocking also the Sticky Web. I'm going to lead off with Quaquaval, as that actually works out for me beyond my wildest dreams. If I were Swords Dance here, I think I would win. I sort of wish I was Swords Dance. They actually go hard into Gliscor, which I think is a crazy play. Go Empoleon. They may be pivoting around, trying to catch something, I don't know. But now I'm +1. Gonna go for Aqua Step again. I just want to keep webs off the field. Don't want to have to deal with webs, as they go for Quiver Dance, which is not the play. And that's the game. Alright, we're fighting another Torterra, and this time we've got Munkidori versus Munkidori. Munkidori has so far been an utter disappointment. I really haven't seen very many opportunities for him to do anything. So as the result, we're going to lead off with them. When you can't get them on to put in work, lead off with it. Psychic. So this is neutral, because Psychic resists Psychic and Poison is weak to it. There's Ice Shock, and we see the difference in our defense stats there. I can just go Corviknight here. Really, it's what I should have been done turn 1. The only reason I didn't is because I'm sort of frustrated with Munkidori not doing anything. But this is a very safe U-turn, and actually because of that, I can go back into Munkidori. I've shown them Psychic. They can either Terra Dark or they can go into none of their resists. So that's good positioning on my part. And actually, it sort of works out a little bit. Okay, they go Clefable. And because I got a Spadef drop, I can actually go for Psychic again, which is amazing. Being Cassid Bear will not save me from Dragapult. So we're going to switch. Are we? Are we going to switch? Ooh, we might switch. This is really good for Clef and Toxapex. And Torterra can't set up on it. And I do outspeed the Great Tusk as well. What do we go into here, boys? Quaquaval? I think we're sacking the Quack. Quaquaval has been pretty good, but they do have Toxapex, which just hard walls it. And Clefable is at 55. If we let it get a heal or something, it could be annoying. And I can go for Ice Spinner here to scare out the Dragapult if they don't two-shot me. But they almost certainly do two-shot me, and that's fine. After this, I can go into my... Oh, let's actually go for Draco Meteor, which means I can go for a knockoff here. Because I don't think that's a two-shot. Maybe it is. 75 divided by 2. Yeah, I guess that's a two-shot. Alright. But I can go Munkidori now, and click Psychic again. And still, again, they have no Psychic switch-ins. And come on, minus whatever. Oh, U-turn. So they weren't choiced. Which I guess is why my Quaquaval lived. Otherwise, it probably would have died. That was a very weak U-turn. I'm really surprised that did that little, considering. But I mean, I guess Poison resists Bug. It's just that your Munkidori, look at that, 168 defense and 317 HP is workable. 168 defense is really bad. So they decide to sack their Clef. Get a Spadef drop again, does not matter. Interesting, I'm getting more Spadef drops than Toxics. I'll go Dragapult again. I don't mind that. At this point, I don't need what? I don't need Great Tusk. Wow, that makes me look like a god. I go Torterra and I will Ice Spinner always. Hopefully they decide not to Terastallize. If they do, it's a crazy play. I'm gonna go Garchomp here, because if they want to go for Wood Hammer, they'll take lots of recoil. as they do get lots of recoil. And then Iron Valiant shit out of speed, right? Look at this. Iron Valiant versus Torterra. Whoop! How do you spell Torterra? Well, let's say the Jolly. It's +2. And I've got my speed activated. Booster energy, 546. Yeah, I have speed. I can go Iron Valiant here. And this is one of the reasons why Iron Valiant is on the team. Because we're not messing around with this nonsense. There's going to be a lot of fast Pokemon doing a lot of fast things. And Iron Valiant to me in this generation feels a lot like Choice Scarf Kartana in previous generations, where it's just the I outspeed everybody button. And of course Kartana doesn't really outspeed everybody, and neither does Iron Valiant. But unless we're facing Rain, which will have Barraskewda, I think Iron Valiant should be just fine. So at this point, they could try to go Munkidori, because Munkidori would resist both Moonblast and Close Combat, but I am rocking the Size Shock specifically for that. And we're going to show it off here. It doesn't actually do as much as I would like, but I can go into the Great Tusk now. And just go for Headlong Rush. And they have no switch-ins to Headlong Rush. Hopefully they actually go Great Tusk. So I can weaken it. I was hoping I would do more than that, but they are clearly very Fizz Def. As I will now just go for the U-turn. I think that's the correct sequence of plays here. Fortunately, Great Tusk doesn't have a pivot move to go for that, which is whatever. I can go for Psychic now, and once again, they have no Psychic switch-ins. And this is why I kept the Munkidori around. This is the very first game where my Munkidori actually pressures my opponent. Right, all those previous games, they always had something like a Mandibuzz that was really annoying, and I couldn't really break through it. But here they've got 2 Psychic weaks, and then they have no Psychic resists. At this point, it would be nice to keep this around for Pex. What don't I need to keep? I don't need to keep Iron Valiant. Now we go Great Tusk. And I can just Headlong Rush. I think that should win the game. Right here. I don't need Iron Valiant because I have a Psychic type for Toxapex, which will do more damage. I have the Great Tusk, which will outspeed Munkidori. Unless it was Choice Scarf. I really doubt it is. I might switch here into my Corviknight just to scout and see what's up. As I can just go for U-turn here. I should have gone into my Munkidori. That was a big misplay right here. Okay. So it looks like they weren't Choice Scarfed. If that didn't kill for whatever reason, I don't know the calc off the top of my head. It might have. Let's look at it. Great Tusk. Great Tusk. It's the Choice Band set that I reappropriated and made a Choice Scarfed. Because I knew there would be a bunch of poison types and a bunch of fast stuff. And I wanted to scout, or I wanted to bait them to stay in. Alright, so if this was max, 252, 252, then Headlong Rush did not kill. So that was a huge throw on my part. I should never have gone into my Great Tusk there, because I needed that for the Munkidori speed tie. I mean, I did have Corviknight at the end of the day, so it wasn't like I 100% lost the game. But like if I ever let the Toxapex kill my Great Tusk, then I am at a lot more disadvantageous spot. Whereas 100% win was going Munkidori. And that's what I should have done. But finally we got a game where Munkidori could do something, and we got another win. We're still chilling in the 1400s, which I'd like to be a little bit higher. I usually like to stay in the 1500s and try to be breaking into the 1600s. That's usually where I live. But 1400s, I will take it. Crazy first few days on the ladder are always insane. You never know what you're going to run into. And the ladder is always full of HO. So it can be really fun to play, but it can also be really frustrating when you lose to weird stuff like Dragon Dance, E-Speed Dragonite, which we weren't expecting. But that's going to be it for me today. I'll catch you guys next time.